Hello friends, welcome to HR Garden. Friends, today I am going to talk about one of the beautiful houseplant called variegated arrowroot plant. As this plant folds its leaves during the night and it looks as if it is praying, so this plant is also called a prayer plant. This plant is grown as a house plant for its beautiful foliage. And friends, the root of these plants are edible. It has rhizome and it can be easily grown from the rhizome. Winter is the resting period of this plant. Now it will slowly start dying. As you can see, the leaves are dried up. Here you can see almost all the leaves are drying up. Though I have not kept this plant in a direct sunlight, you will see almost all the leaves are getting dried up, as slowly it will die from the month of November. And as all the leaves dried, only rhizome will be left out. You can take out the rhizome and propagate this plant from the rhizome. It will start growing from the month of March. Or if you don't want to divide the plant and if you want to grow the plant in a same container, you can leave its rhizome in the same pot, and in next season from the month of March it will start producing the shoots, and this plant becomes very tall. Sometime it goes up to 3 feet. Talking about its care tip, I have already told how to propagate this plant. This plant can be easily propagated by division of rhizomes. Now friends, the plant does not like direct sunlight. If you keep this plant in a direct sunlight, leaves will burn. So you should place this plant where it gets bright indirect filtered light. You can grow this plant indoor as well as outdoor. If you are keeping this plant indoor, do not keep it near a window where it gets direct sunlight. Keep it in a place where it gets filtered sunlight. During its growing phase, it's always better to keep the potting soil moist. So water regularly during the growing phase, but make sure that you do not overwater the plant and your potting mixer does not stay soggy. Now during the winter time, this is the dormancy period. You don't need to water this plant. Here you can see I have not watered this plant, so this soil is completely dry. So till the time you see new shoots are coming, you can water this plant. Once it start getting dried up, leaves are drying up, you can stop watering during the dormancy period. So again, from the month of March, it's better to water regularly and keep the soil moist, as the root of this plants likes to stay little bit moist. During the summer time, you can mist these plants every day, or if it is very dry, you can even mist twice in a day. Soil: use well draining potting soil that holds little bit of moisture. I have used 1 part of sand, 1 part of compost, 1 part of garden soil and 1 part of coco peat. Coco peat so that it holds the moisture, as this plant likes to be little bit moist. Fertilizer: while giving a compost during the month of February to other plant, give a good compost to this plant too. And during the growing season, that is during the summer and spring, give a liquid fertilizer once in a month. I use half a spoon of NPK in 2 liters of water and spray on this plant once in a month during the growing season of this plant. Propagation is usually carried out during spring, so you may see many arrowhead plant coming from the same plant from different rhizome. You can just pull one of the plant with the root and it can be grown independently in a separate pot to get a new plant, or you can separate the rhizome for the propagation while repotting the plant. Pest and insect. This plant is loved by the snails. You can see this. There was attack of snails out here. I have seen spider mites attack also in this plant. So this plant is highly loved by the insect. So once in a 15 days, it's always better to spray neem oil mixed with a detergent. Talking about the diseases, you may find leaf curling, leaf browning, browning of tip. In winter this is common, but during the growing season if you see this sign, it indicates that either you have overwatered this plant or you have underwatered this plant. So check the soil. If the soil is very dry, it means that your plant is thirsty and its root ball needs water immediately, so water the plant immediately. If you think that you have overwatered this plant, check the soil. If it is wet and soggy, do not water for some time unless and until the soil completely dries up. Usually the leaves dries up due to thirst during the summer season. Friends, if you take care of few things, this plant is very beautiful and it gives a very colorful look to our garden and home. It's very interesting to see its leaves folding at night, and when wind blows and it falls directly on its leaves, that time also they fold their leaves. This is it for today, friends. Take care of yourself, keep gardening, like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching HR Garden.